Hey folks, welcome back to our podcast where we break down the city's biggest moves and why they matter for everyday life. Today we're talking about Mayor Zoran Mamdani's new push for government efficiency in New York City, a bold initiative that turns in a pretty clever reference to the famed DOGE Bitcoin hype. It's called the Commission on Government Efficiency, and it's grounded in the idea that citizens deserve government that works faster, not slower. In late January, Mayor Mamdani announced the creation of a Charter Revision Commission. The goal? To trim bureaucratic red tape and make the city's charter more practical for New Yorkers. The mayor himself gave the commission a tongue-in-cheek nickname that reminded people of the DOGE cryptocurrency rally, which famously promised $1 trillion in savings but never delivered. By using that meme, Mamdani signals a break from reckless cost-cutting and instead wants tangible, proven reforms. On Monday, the commission released 5 concrete changes that aim to speed up city services. These proposals include loosening restrictions on outdoor dining to get restaurants and cafes back on the ground, creating new bus and bike lanes to improve transit, reforming the procurement process so that the city can contract with vendors faster, simplifying building permitting to reduce waiting times for developers, and setting specific targets for the city's rainy day reserve fund. What's particularly interesting is that these proposals, if approved in the Commission's final hearing on Thursday, will appear on the November ballot. Voters will get to decide whether they want a charter that moves faster. The commission itself is meant independent, but Mayor Mamdani has a strong voice and his proposals are heavily influenced by his team. Supporters argue that government efficiency is a personal matter. They point to stories that families hear on 311 about jagged sidewalks that remain unrepairable for weeks bright. One powerful anecdote came from a homeless woman and her child who testified that agencies kept refiling forms, and crucial information got lost whenever department lines didn't communicate. Patrick Gaspard, who chaired the commission, said the process turned the word bureaucracy into almost a pejorative, because routine delays were no longer just administrative inconvenience but an everyday barrier to people. Even critics of Mamdani's coalition see this commission as proof of his brand of democratic socialism, which emphasizes making the public sector run more smoothly and with private sector efficiency. Mamdani has called his approach sewer socialism, a focus on the small bore, everyday improvements that keep the city moving. In recent appearances, he's highlighted this focus. At a news conference, he shredded a stack of papers that listed micron-level small business regulations to demonstrate that bureaucracy is out of date. On Coney Island, he entered the courthouse riding a go-kart to announce plans to upgrade the city's technology infrastructure. In his first 100 days, Mamdani's Department of Transportation filled nearly 4,000 potholes in March alone, a concrete number that signals results. While the article cuts off before describing the department's next big announcement, Hiakist movement toward visible improvement is clear. The Commission on Government Efficiency is a new chapter for Chicago-style reformers who believe that incremental change, informed by citizen testimony and sound data, can transform city life. Whether the ballot will embrace these changes remains to be seen, but the dialogue between mayor, commission, and public is already rewriting the story of what New York City can achieve. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to cast your vote next month if you believe smoother government is worth it. Until next time, keep your ears open and your skepticism sharp.